Welcome to the BS report. This is an update on PREA, P-R-E-A, and the IDOC prisons. Last year, I started getting reports of women and men who are being violated in the prisons. This information also included, of course, issues in county, specifically Ada County. As I began getting these reports, I started reporting them specifically to the FBI, Idaho State Police, and IDOC Special Investigation Unit, SIU. Initially, when I contacted the IDOC investigator for SIU, that investigator disparaged me, called me a disgruntled employee. You can see that video, and also a conspiracy theorist, claiming that I had no more information than what was being reported in the news. This SIU staff member was antagonistic, rude, and dismissive. And as I attempted to provide the information that I had, and again, you can go back and look at the post, they talked over me, interrupted me, and would not even let me complete sentences. It was very bizarre, but unfortunately, not entirely unexpected. I finally drew the line of what I was expecting from the conversation, called them out on it, and that led to them getting upset with me and hanging up. So yeah, SIU was antagonistic to somebody trying to provide information about assaults and rapes and deaths in prison, and never learned anything. So not only did I have information that was not in the newspaper, I had new information around the escape that had happened, the murders that had occurred as well. And so, just staying on this point, it took me a couple of tries to talk to somebody at SIU. Eventually, I got to Nicole Frazier, and I was able to give the information that I had. I continued to report new information to her via email, and also to the FBI, Ryan O'Neill, Special Agent, Idaho State Police, and did so for a bit. During this time, I kept close tabs on what was going on inside, and over time, those who had been victimized started saying that they were being retaliated against by IDOC, Idaho State Police, and Ada County. This was all very concerning. So this happened in a very short order, where these individuals were trying to report what was happening, and just like myself, I'm free and out here and reporting to somebody. The way I was antagonistically treated is not an aberration. That is the norm. So anyway, I noted what was going on, and also noted that with any investigation, there comes a point in time where you actually reach out and talk to people, right? What was being reported by the individuals, by myself, was dismissed pretty much by everybody. And then these agencies took steps to impede these individuals' basic human rights, rights to free speech, and more. Again, not surprising. I love to say that's not normal. It is completely normal. So, unfortunately, this caused a very direct chilling effect for those who are coming forward, and those victims are afraid and very much still are afraid. Some brave and strong individuals are still coming forward and speaking out regardless. So once I became aware of how the reports that I was providing were being used, I stopped reporting to the agencies and I began, looking at it in a different way. You can see my segment regarding the meeting with the new director of IDOC, Director Derek. You can see how that went. So if you're paying attention to any of the news, you will see that things are not, as they say, peachy within IDOC. But IDOC is not letting on that there are some issues. But seriously, there aren't just some issues, there are some major ones. Feel free to look up Dublin, what happened there, and this is what is coming and has been coming for literally decades with IDOC and how they treat the offenders. I've been bringing this up since 2019 while I was still employed, and IDOC has worked very, very hard to silence me on these points and discredit me as well. IDOC is not charging the officers, they're not charging leadership, that's Idaho State Police, and everybody is just turning a blind eye hoping this will just go away and handle itself. And normally it does. So what does this mean if you're currently in prison or if you have a family member in prison? This means most likely that you have some degree of danger and risk, unfortunately. This means that the system that is in place that is supposed to house you as punishment for your crimes, staff is actually punishing these innocent people who are just trying to do their time. Now, let's be frank, there are definitely offenders in prison who are actively committing felonies as we speak. But there's also staff as well doing the same. So it's well documented that IDOC denies medical treatment to offenders, denies their First Amendment rights, and denies their basic human rights, all of which is by design and illegal. So we're coming up on about a year since I started reporting sex in prison and how it happens, and nothing has changed at this point in time. I have contacted the House and Senate here in Idaho and the governor about what was going on, and I started doing this in late 23. And the only thing that has happened is absolutely nothing. Our governor and the representatives and senators have done absolutely not one thing, while innocent people have died, and not by accident. They have died because IDOC's leadership is so inept and corrupt. Now, if you take a look at the leadership page at this point in time, nothing has changed. It's more of the same. We have somebody who learned at the feet of Josh Tewalt, and every single person that is there currently is either directly complicit or has looked the other way when innocent people have been harmed. We know this for a fact. Why? Because the one thing you do not do is raise your hand and say, hey, there's a problem here. Why? Because leadership will come after you. And at this point in time, it's well documented, not just for myself, but by many other former staff members. So if you are curious, go look at some of the other videos and you'll get more context around what I'm saying here. More people are going to die because of this leadership group. More will be maimed and harmed as well. This is not unexpected because this is by design and plan. This is the BS report. Be safe and take care.